It is 5:16 this Saturday morning. We're taking a live look right now at Moosehead Lake. You can't really see the water, and that's kind of the story, I think, of today, Todd.
Yeah, well, it's starting to freeze over in some of the, the little coves and inlets. Right. I mean, that's a big lake up there, Moosehead, and there's, I've only been up there one time. I've got to get up there more. Yeah. But the one time I was up there was like September a couple of years ago. And it was like right when the temperatures dropped, and I'll tell you, the waves on that lake, I mean, there were like 2 to 4 footers. It was like being out on the ocean.
It gets rough. I went out there.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, last fall, and we took a canoe out when it was windy.
Oh gosh.
That was not a good idea.
No, you turned around and paddled back quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Stay close to shore.
Yeah. It was
beautiful up there, though.
Rocking and rolling. It is beautiful, and I love how like desolate it is.
I know.
It's one of those. It's a huge lake. You don't run into too many people up there. You can kind of kick back, relax, and unplug from society a little bit. It's nice. Okay, back to the here and now. Good to see you on a Saturday morning, folks. Day 2 of our 2-day nor'easter. Starting to see some snow amounts trickle into the weather office as folks awaken and peek out the door, and then maybe they go out with a ruler. So if you get a chance, love to find out how much you got. This North Porter around a foot, and South Tamworth, New Hampshire, 16 inches. These totals were actually from late last night. So these are not fresh ones, but these 3 are Falmouth 3 inches, Auburn 3.5, and Portland at the Jetport 3.3 inches of snow. These 3 here, very sloppy snow. I mean, it's almost like 3 inches of slush in a lot of spots. The end of your driveway, for instance, is like this, pile of slush that's going to break your back moving, this much. And it's going to be tough to kind of scrape down to the driveway. Currently, our temperatures here, mid-30s, low 30s inland. It's a little colder where the snow is efficiently accumulating last night. Along the coast, it had a tougher time. The low itself is right over the Cape Cod Canal. And that will continue to sort of slide through the Gulf of Maine, taking the solid precipitation shield with it. So here's a look at the close-up radar into southern Maine. We have this pretty decent band, York County on up to the New Hampshire border in Freiburg and Parsonsfield. I put temperatures on here, 34 in Kittery Point. That's not accumulating well at all. You'll probably get like this much of slush by the time this is over. But inland, Acton's 32. That's efficiently accumulating. Bethel 32, Livermore also 32, Turner 31. This ride on Route 4 always a tough one, and right now it looks like it is with some decent returns showing up. From Gray to Cumberland to Falmouth down to Portland, there's a little hole in the radar, so we're catching a little break, some drier air punching in. Mild along the mid-coast, 34 for New Harbor and Wiscasset. A little colder for Augusta and Waterville. It's lighter snow here, but it's still going to accumulate. Down east, some rain mixing in still. Southwest Harbor, Cherryfield at 34. It's snow in Bangor, but it's very wet. Same in Old Town. Drier snow for Dover, Foxcroft. And our final check will be up north here. Millinocket 32, Greenville 29. Nothing yet, though, north of Holton. And there won't be a ton from the storm, only a few inches. So this storm pulls away as we head through the afternoon. We'll see the steady snow continue, though, this morning with a few strong wind gusts out there, which is why, with the snow being so pasty on tree limbs, it's cracking some of them, and we have about 30,000 outages through the Oxford Hills right now. It'll be greasy and wet on all of the roads, though, so it's going to be quite slippery driving around. Midday, still snowing for many, not quite as windy. With marginal temperatures, though, it'll be inefficient accumulation, so I don't think we're just going to go whoof. I think we're getting most of it right now. And then this afternoon, much better for the southern half of the state. Might even see a break of sun. Northern half of the state keeps the snow showers going, not only through the afternoon and evening, but through the night north of Bangor and into tomorrow, too. There will be snow showers, mostly on the light side, so we're not going to get a lot of accumulation. But the storm actually goes into Sunday for a lot of far northern Maine, while southern Maine gets some sunshine. This is additional snowfall from the storm. Some of the mountains and central highlands, 6+. But down closer to the coast, it's an inch or so. You get up over to Lewiston, Augusta, and Bangor, maybe it's 3, and just a few slushy coatings along the islands and peninsulas. So what do we have to look forward to after this storm? Quiet weather. High pressure builds in for a good chunk of next week, Monday through Thursday, in fact. But another storm, and this one also looks powerful to affect us Friday into Saturday again of next week. The thing is, right now, it looks like the track may stay to our west or over us, which brings in some warmer air. That one does not look like it'll be all snow, at least not at this point, and it might actually include a lot of rain. Gale warnings are up, seas 9 to 13, north winds 25 to 35 knots. Morning snow, then tapering this afternoon, 30 to 35. Tomorrow, little sun, but snow showers continue up north, and then a quiet stretch Monday through Thursday. Not warm, though. We're looking at temps in the mid to upper 30s, and then a storm, another big one probably, moves in on Friday with a rain-snow mix. A lot of wind in there, too. We'll see how that plays out over the next 7 days. Just want to give folks a warning about, that's a big travel day,
the
Friday.
Holiday, I know.
Yeah,
that's
thankfully,
I
think most kids have school off on Friday already,
right.
so it's in the plan. So that's
All right.
good.
Busy time of year for you guys.
It is, yeah.
Thank you, Josh.